hate me lately. And you were like, no, I don't. And then we talked, and we were up in the room and stuff, and it wasn't awkward. But Eric was totally making me think that like you guys hated me.
Because he saw that me and Jen were exchanging notes, and obviously if we're exchanging notes, something's happening. And if he sees that,
oh yeah, when he saw me and Jen talking for 2 minutes in the kitchen, he goes, "What did you guys talk about? Everything cool?"
What I was saying, and what I compared us and Jen and Kale talking to was the downfall of Boogie and Dr. Will last year. Okay, even though Boogie won, it happened much earlier than he expected. But Erica and Janelle talking outed everything, and that's what happened to him.
People that you wouldn't expect to talk at all.
Yeah, he
would be
never
him and me
expected me to talk to Jen
and Kale.
Yeah.
Never, ever in a million years would he have ever expected it at the height of the hate with the throwing of the clothes and everything else. And after the HOH where I'm screaming and yelling at her and all of this other stuff, this is something, hey, what's the theme of this game? Expect the unexpected, motherfucker. The only thing that I could figure with Dustin was that there was some kind of an alliance with him and Eric. Why else would he be so campaigning everyone?
Not even campaigning.
But I went in the room tonight. People. I went in the room tonight when he was in bed. He woke up from his nap, and I was like, listen, I'm like, there's a problem. I'm like, I swore on my daughter's life that I swore on my daughter's life I won't get rid of Eric, so I can't. I'm like, you need to be the fourth vote because he has to go. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, why do you say that? And I started, and he already knows everything. I've told him everything. I tell Dustin everything. I told him about the Eric with the Nick, and he knows Nick was set up. He 110% knows Eric set Nick up. But he's like, Amber, he's like Dick, he's like, I can't vote. He's like, I have to keep Eric because Dick or Danielle's gonna put me up. He's like, they fucking hate me, and I'm like, they don't though. And he's like,
well, we don't at all. And the thing is how he treated us yesterday and is calling us out on all the stuff that we never did because Eric's there telling him the stuff, but Dustin's overreacting all this.
Danielle and tell her to put me up. Why? Because Eric fucking got in his ear.
Well, Eric said that you said about putting me and Dustin up. About something about...
That was Eric. That was Eric. I told you that. Eric was the one who said that.
That was not us. That was Eric.
And then he told... That's why Dustin's been like, so like... Was like, what? Where did all this come from? And then Eric also told Dustin something about... about me and the crying, and that Dustin get something about
that you would be a complete mess.
Yeah,
that's what I told you that
Dustin
Eric said.
Up, you would be crying the entire week. If Dustin went home, you'd probably voluntarily exit yourself. That's what he said.
Oh my God, it's too much for me.
Amber, I haven't lied to you.
Neither have I to you.
Now. I know.
Or you. I don't lie to either one of you guys.
Well, this is why we need to start talking more, and this is why this whole thing with Dustin started. I feel so good. It was such an epiphany with half an hour ago when I realized what he's doing with Dustin. He's lacking Kale and Jen, so he got another Kale and Jen in the names of Dustin and Amber. That's exactly what the fuck happened. That motherfucker.
We can't do this, Amber. And you know
Everything's fine with us, and then all of a sudden, I want to put him up, he wants to put me up. What the fuck is going on? Eric's here.
And the thing with Eric, too, with everybody else is Eric is such a likable person. He's the funny guy of the house now because Joe and Nick are gone. He loves it. He loves all the attention. He's in everybody's ear. And that's what and he's so good with his words that it makes it so hard for people to want to vote him out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I like Eric. I like his jokes. I think he's a funny guy. I like hanging out with him because I put him up. Doesn't mean that I hate him. I hate what he does. I think that he's playing the game, and I don't how he's playing it. He needs to go.
Okay, well, listen. Let me ask you guys this: if I talk to Dustin and that deal goes where Dustin wins HOH, doesn't put you guys up. If you win HOH, you don't put me or Dustin up. if Dustin, and I know this is risky, whatever. If Dustin says he'll vote to get rid of Eric, he's not going to lie to me. Would you guys be willing to allow me to still vote to keep Eric just for this, me and what I said about my daughter?
I don't understand why you would want to. You don't think that God would understand?
I've just never, you guys, I'd never have done that before. I've never in my life. Like when my mom's trying to did you work today? I'm like, no. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, did you? I'm like, Mom, I did. And she's like, swear on Lexi. And I'm like, okay.
But don't, honestly, don't you think your daughter would understand?
I know, but is it, I'm asking you guys, would that not be okay with you guys?
What if something happens? What if this ghost vote comes in again?
And not just that, what if Eric gets in Dustin's ear again, like he has?
I would honestly like to see the vote so lopsided that it tells Eric, fuck you, we all know you're outed, we're glad you're gone. That's what I would like.
So would I. Okay, well, let me just talk to Dustin. Let me just see whatever. Let me talk to Dustin. If Dustin's not willing to vote Eric out, then I'm going to do it. If he is, and I talk to him, then both of us might, or if Dustin might just. I don't want it to be 4-3, but if Dustin's not going to lie to me, you guys, if he tells me something, the kid has never, ever lied to me. He's never steered me wrong. He's never backstabbed me. He never has.
Someone that doesn't believe in God, I'm going to ask you one thing only. Pray about it.
Okay.
Is that fair? Mm-hmm. You know, if someone swears to God that they'll defend someone because they believe that they're in jail for murder unjustly, but then the facts come out that they are totally guilty, God is not going to hold them to that vow of defending them till the end. God will understand. If the God you believe in is a just God and a good God. And maybe that's why God is giving you this information right now.
Dustin votes for Eric just to go. I mean, then we're both happy.
All we're saying is that it's, number one, it's really, really risky.
I know, but I wouldn't let it be risky if I saw any ounce of doubt in Dustin at all, where he was like, then no, it's not an option. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell Dustin I'm voting to get rid of Eric. I don't care what you do.
Eric betrayed you more than he betrayed Dustin too, and you know that. Eric isn't holding some shit in his pocket to reveal at the right time about Dustin.
And why would you want to give him? And why would you want to give him your vote? You know what I mean? I guess where he's coming from and where I'm coming from is I think that where you came from when you swore is you didn't have all the facts and you didn't know that this person that you're swearing to is lying to you and using you so much and holding all this stuff over your head that it wasn't fair to you. And with all of that said and done, that I think that everybody will understand where you're coming from and not only understand but respect you for not doing that and going his way. Do you know what I mean? It's more than just understanding.
And I don't want to use this for my benefit and take it or leave it. And this is the last time I'm going to mention God, period. But if you believe in God, don't you believe that maybe that these facts are coming to you before so you can make your own opinion and your own judgment on this and see that you've made a mistake before you make another mistake? Honestly, instead of again afterwards. It just kills me that I see that this guy has so many people wrapped around his finger. It just pisses me off.
I'll be right back. Do you want anything?
No, I'm okay.
Do you want anything?
No, I'm okay, thanks. And it really makes me even madder. You know,
well,
just
when did
sitting,
I tell him?
And I'm glad
How
that
do I
you
act
talked.
with him now tomorrow? The same?
Why
or
not?
should I just tell him?
You can enjoy his company.
Okay.
I
it's
enjoy
so hard
his company.
For me. I can't even. He's been even every day.
Do you know how much I didn't want Dustin and Eric to have the dinner that I worked on all day long? But you know what? They sat down and had dinner, and I'm fine with it. Why should I make dinner to two people that I don't trust, that are ready to betray me in a heartbeat? And that's the way I was sitting there. And then I'm like, you know what?